All right, Purva gets us this ground report from the Postal colony in Mumbai's Chembur area, where also there's been severe waterlogging.
Since last night, it is raining heavily in Mumbai. Continuously, it's been raining, and right now I am in Chembur's Postal colony. We'll try to find where the road is. I cannot see any, but if you can see, but right now this is the Postal colony area in Mumbai's Chembur, where you cannot see road anywhere. It's completely waterlogged, and if you can just see the buildings around it, even the buildings are the lower ground floor is in fact half submerged. You can see that this area is in fact it's a low-lying area, but still there is completely waterlogging which is being reported from this area. And even if we can just tell you how much there is waterlogging, you can just see that I am in fact half submerged on this road. Now I am not a very tall person, but still in fact I am half submerged on this road, and this road is completely filled with water. Even the adjoining road which is going on the right side of it, even that is being filled with water. And then there are these houses which are in this area, even those houses are half submerged in water. Now Mumbai's Chembur's Postal colony is in fact a story which gets played every year, that every year there is waterlogging which is being reported in this area. Definitely it's a low-lying area, but still every year there is waterlogging, even though BMC in fact is trying to take out the water right now, but you can still see that this area is in fact there is so much water that even if anyone wants to go through it, the person has to be half submerged in the water. Definitely the amount of rainfall also is a lot at this point of time. In fact 260 mm rainfall since last night, which has been reported from Mumbai city as well as suburb. But still people who are living in these low-lying areas, who are paying crores for the houses in this low-lying area, have to go through this every year. This story gets played every year. However, BMC and the government needs to answer, even though they say that it is because of the heavy amount of rainfall. Yes, the rainfall pattern and the rainfall distribution gets changed every year, and the amount of rainfall which has to happen for the month sometimes happens in those days or particular week. But still, the BMC, which in fact is the richest civic body in the country and who puts in lots of money every year for the stormwater department, has to do some answering.
All right, Saurabh joins us from Lower Parel to take a look at what happens there, what's happening there right now. Saurabh?
Waterlogged streets in the Parel area of Mumbai, which is a low-lying area. Now you can see here, of course, people are wading through waist-deep water to sort of reach where they have to. On my left, if I can show you, there's a police barricade that's almost completely submerged. In fact, Mumbai police, the writing on that barricade is completely underwater. Just the top of the police barricade is visible. This is a low-lying area, so water like this will remain here for the next few hours till, of course, the tide subsides. The high tide is around 12:30, and the unique drainage system of Mumbai means that when there's a high tide coupled with heavy rains, then you have waterlogging situations like these, because the lock gates, the drainage system lock gates are closed, and the topography of Mumbai, unplanned building over years, lack of open spaces, and of course erratic weather, including heavy rainfall streaks like this one, all contribute to situations like these. This is something that's perhaps needs a holistic look, but given that Mumbai as a city experiences the kind of heavy rainfall it's experienced in the last 24 hours, and the freak weather that we've seen with very heavy rainfall is something that's contributing to hardships in daily life for people who reside in low-lying areas or people who have to pass through low-lying areas like this. You can see that gentleman with his cycle almost submerged in water, and of course the BMC staff, the Conservancy staff, who of course are working since the night to sort of ensure that some amount of water gets drained out, that the drains don't clog, because people also dump garbage on the streets, and that's what they're removing. You can see this man, that's exactly what he's doing. Whatever has come out on the streets, he's removing those things, plastic, so that it doesn't go and block the drains, choke the drains. Also, due to the COVID-19 pandemic this year, the preparation for monsoons were affected to some extent, and that perhaps is a worry as well. But clearly the situation in Mumbai at this point not so well, but post the high tide around 12:30 and 12:40 things should get better. At this point even the road divider completely submerged underwater and the situation not so great, but this will improve once the high